The holiday season is officially here and it's upon us. And I just want to quickly say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and also Happy New Year to everyone out there. I hope everybody's having a blessed time. Hope everyone is having a good time as well. And, again, I do think that if you guys are a little bit concerned about the market or worried about the market, I think that a lot of those concerns, a lot of those worries are going to quickly, be washed off of you because leading into 2025, I think that we are going to witness some of the biggest moves that this market has yet to offer us. And I just want you guys to understand that, it's all a game of waiting. Patience is so crucial in this space. And right now, as we do kind of chop sideways and consolidate, waiting and being patient is the most important thing to do. But with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. And also, if you guys are not in the free Discord, what are you guys waiting for? Join up. You won't regret it. We just upgraded a lot of things. So I do think that Discord is going to be very populated with a lot of valuable insights. So what are you guys waiting for? Join up. It's free. And with that being said, let's talk about a few things. Let's actually address XRP because it is starting to wake up a little bit off of the lows of like $2.20. Also, Bitcoin having a nice little wake-up call off of like 92.5K. Kind of looks as though it's creating a double bottom here. I know that a lot of people were kind of concerned when it comes to the charts. On the charts, we have yet to actually get a daily candle close below those lows from the 20th. So I'm definitely going to be watching this a little bit more closely. Again, I do expect after the holidays for this market to really kind of erupt greatly into the new year. But also even when it comes to XRP is trading in a nice sideways consolidating pattern. It has been for the last month. There's absolutely no change here. Looks like a double bottom to me. Here's what the chart looks like. Again, daily candle closes looking pretty good, right around $2 and like 20 some cents. So I'm not too concerned when it comes to XRP at all. We did notice some trading volume picking up earlier yesterday and, over the last like week or so. Right now, trading volume is down about 36% though. So, again, we're kind of starting to see the market stall a little bit, and this is to be expected around the holiday season. But we did get a pretty big update when it comes to Binance. When we think about Binance, right, this is the largest exchange out there, 24-hour trading volume over $23.5 billion. Everyone is aware of how big Binance is. If you're not, it's okay. You don't have to be, right? If all you really have to do is know that it is the #1 largest exchange out there. And if we actually go over to the exchange rankings, so let's actually go to exchanges, we can see that Binance, outside of the #1 volume player in this space, 18.1 million weekly visits. This is one of the largest exchanges. It's one of the, I would argue that it's like, at this point, Binance is the blue chip exchange. I know that in the US it's hard to access and things like that, but outside of the US, it's the largest exchange around crypto. The reason why I bring this up is because of XRP. We actually have over here, Justin, XRP becomes the most traded altcoin on Binance this December. And you know what's crazy about this is before the biggest moves on XRP, hit the market. Yes, XRP went to $2.90 and XRP's, hype has been great. But that's not the stopping point. That's not the top for XRP in my opinion. And I wonder what's going to happen once we blow past that $3 mark and we break into a new all-time high as well. Because that's when a lot of the hype really starts to return. And that's when I do think that XRP is going to not only become one of the most traded altcoins around crypto, I also do think that XRP could very well shock everyone and start to flip, big players like Ethereum. And that's when the real excitement hits this market for XRP. Now, on top of this, right, let's actually address a few things because, XRP definitely has been traded heavily over the last couple weeks since going back to the beginning of November, but also the XRP ledger market. If you go to xpmarket.com, you can see all these stats. Let's actually go over here to the dark mode because I don't really like it being too bright. But if we look at the token market history, we could see that the overall market cap of all tokens listed on the XRP ledger, we're hitting all-time highs here. In October, we were trading around $300 million in terms of market cap. We're sitting at about roughly $286.2 million at the end of November. We have yet to actually get the December volume here. But it's pretty crazy when you look at how many tokens are now on the XRP ledger. It's over 15,800, which is insane to me. And you can also check out some of the volume behind, these altcoins. I mean, if we look at the monthly here, they got rid of the weekly and the monthly. I can only look at the all-time high here, but if you go to the daily down here, that's when you could actually start to see just like the daily volumes even around December. And we could see the DEX volume here still being around like $6 million, which is pretty crazy to think about. Total volume 9.7 million. I mean, this is pretty much on par with what we've been seeing around December. If we go back to November, though, into like the beginning of December, we were looking at $30+ million. And at some point in time, going back to like the 21st of November, we were almost at $70 million in terms of total volume around the XRP ledger, which is insane. Again, this shows you how much focus is on the XRP ledger right now. And there is a big market around a lot of these tokens. And we know that a lot of this volume has been driven by a lot of meme coins around the XRP ledger market. And I do think that this is probably going to continue. I mean, listen, meme coins have always been huge, but on the XRP ledger, it just becomes even more, degenerate if you think about it because of the lower fees, the, time to settle. It's 10 times more efficient than Ethereum. So I do think that this is just going to continue. We'll keep a close eye on it, and you can keep a close eye on like new tokens and things like that if you connect your wallet. But this was the token heat map. You can look at it on the daily, on the weekly, and even on the monthly as well. But outside of this, if we go and look at ROUSD, we also have ROUSD volume, surging, sitting at about roughly 2.4 million. It did hit a high of roughly like 3.4 million. I do expect this to continue as well. Just in terms of the holders and also the trust lines, I mean, the adoption around ROUSD on the XRP ledger definitely has been growing significantly, which you love to see. But on top of this, right, I did make a post regarding this market, more so specifically what's been happening over the last couple weeks. I did say this recent downward swing in the market was simply to throw everyone off their game. What this recent move really did was manipulate the new investors, shook out the weak hands, and ultimately caused late buyers to get shaken out as well. Altcoins against their Bitcoin pairs have now hit key supply zones on the lows, and now we are preparing for the next wave, the rotation. Once this rotation officially happens, that will be the spark that lights the alt season flame that will spread and ultimately become an engulfing flame. Basically, what we will see is some of the biggest moves in this current cycle. I hope you are all prepared for the biggest altcoin run in history, and I have to admit that even I will most likely be shocked by how big this run will be, because again, we can think with a conservative mindset, we can expect some of the best moves, but sometimes this market delivers even better moves than we are expecting. So, again, I say that because, XRP might just shock everyone, including myself. I have expectations for XRP. If we go over them, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, I will be shocked. But we're definitely keeping a close eye on this market. I do think that this market is about to wake up in a big way. And outside of my thought process here, right, we go over here to Credible Crypto. He says, XRP currently trading back at my original entry on the XRP long I shared earlier, so securing profits looks like it was the right move. With that being said, the XRP Bitcoin chart below looks absolutely fantastic, so I will be looking to position long once again for another trade in the coming days. Still, the most bullish looking chart in the entire space off the lows, in my opinion, just a powder keg building pressure. And yes, this is something that I want you guys to understand. When it comes to XRP, I bring up all of these stats around the XRP ledger market. I bring up the stats around how XRP was the most traded altcoin because it is pressure. Right now, the entire space is just building pressure, but XRP is a little bit different. The overall structure on XRP has been very, very bullish, and I keep telling you guys that because I keep looking at it. We are still creating higher lows. We're just waiting for higher highs. And on the Bitcoin pair, just like Credible Crypto is saying, in my previous videos, I did say, yeah, it's just one massive bull flag just waiting for that big breakout. But this breakout is going to be significant because we are going to break over, highs going all the way back to 2020, 2021, and even prior. And this is going to be very bullish for the USD pair. We should see a new all-time high once this does break out. I wouldn't be surprised if it did happen, before the end of the month. That would be huge. But hey, that's me being very bullish on it. If I'm being a little bit more conservative, then I would say by the end of January, we should see this move happen on this chart. And just like Credible Crypto did say, if you don't really care about short-term, trading or anything like that, this is for non-traders. You just need to zoom out a little bit so you don't forget the big picture. This is the structure on XRP and how it's so clean and bullish. Basically, he's expecting this thing to run to $20+. Don't know if we do get there. That's why I said, if we go over my expectations, hey, I will be very, very happy. And, if we look at this, yeah, this does look very, very clean, and it looks like something that could very well happen. But this is basically what we are expecting. We're expecting the entire market to wake up in a big way. We're expecting XRP to wake up in a big way. And I do think that once we break over some all-time highs on some of the altcoin charts, that's very clear that we are in alt season. And even right now, the ground for alt season it's pretty ripe. I mean, listen, we've been hearing talks about Ethereum versus Bitcoin in terms of the ETF flows and market signals. We recently just saw Ethereum spot ETF see a very significant inflow amounting to about roughly 130.8 million. This is mainly around BlackRock and Fidelity. They're leading the gains. But on top of this, right, a lot of the comparisons between ETH and Bitcoin are beginning again. Once we start to see ETH outperforming Bitcoin, then we can officially say that we are in, phase 2 of the cycle, where we basically see Ethereum lead the way. That's when we could officially say, yeah, alt season is here. Don't get me wrong. I do think that we already saw a little sprinkle of alt season with, the beginning of November into the beginning of December. But I think that this is when we really start to see the biggest moves of the cycle happen. And even if we look at the ETH Bitcoin pair on the monthly, which is a macro chart, this thing looks beautiful. This thing looks like it's ready to have a very big rebound on this chart, just to the initial area that we are expecting, which is the high from 2021. This is where most of the resistance is. This is a 156, almost a 157% gain against Bitcoin. If we go all the way back to 2017, 2018, which it's hard to say if we're going to get there, but if we're, being very bullish, if we're, throwing, the conservative time frame or, mindset out of the game, 276% by the end of Q1, that's what we would basically be looking at. More conservative than we're looking at like the end of, Q2, possibly even Q4, if we're, following the 4-year cycle to a T. If we're going to top earlier, then it's the end of Q1. But, Ethereum does have a lot of upside, potential here when it comes to the Ethereum Bitcoin pair. I mean, we're at lows going all the way back here to like January of 2021. So we're definitely keeping a close eye on this. I would argue that we're probably going to have another retest of these lows one last time before we, have that massive surge to the upside. But this is printing a very clear image to us that, Ethereum has yet to actually wake up in a big way. We have yet to actually see phase 2 of the cycle. Once we do, then that's when the biggest moves of the cycle actually officially begin. That's when I'm looking at, that engulfing flame, if you will, around alt season officially being lit, and it's going to spread very fast. That's also when we look at XRP's biggest moves of the cycle, being printed out on the chart. Again, what are we expecting? I'm expecting 5 to 7. That's my initial view. If we go much higher to $10 to $20 plus, then I will be very, very happy. And I do think that would actually shock me. It would probably shock a lot of people out there. I know that we have expectations, and a lot of people have expectations of $10 to $20, but I don't think that they realize once it actually officially happens, it's completely different than expecting it versus it happening and looking at your portfolio and seeing it, which is why I always say take profits on the way up. That way, you're kind of emotionally disconnected from it. But with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely have a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.